When we set out to create all the different product lines within PuraThrive, we actually kept the ketogenic diet in mind. Honestly, the keto diet has been something that's been in my life for a very long time, long before the advent of any of these products. So whenever we created these products, we were definitely thinking about the keto consumer and what the keto person actually would need within their lifestyle. So when it comes down to choosing which products of ours are best for a keto diet, it's actually hard to choose. Now, the obvious one, of course, is going to be Keto Balance. Keto Balance was designed literally for keto, hence the name. Okay, it's designed to help get you the quality omega-3s that you need, plus the collagen that you need, as well as the shorter chain fatty acids like medium chain triglycerides to get you the quick energy. So that one's specifically keto formulated, but that one doesn't need a whole lot of explanation. But what about the other products? Which ones are going to be the best ones for keto and why? Well, next up in line is going to be curcumin gold. The reason that I'm a fan of curcumin gold on keto is simple. You're already in an anti-inflammatory state with keto. Okay, you're already producing ketones that are blunting inflammation in the first place, blocking nuclear factor kappa B, blunting tumor necrosis factor alpha. Curcumin also affects nuclear factor kappa B. So it's a great combo with keto to help modulate inflammation in your body, get over those injuries, get through the hump that you really need to get through in order to be your best self. But of course, it's got the algal oil in it as well. So we've got the DHA that's in Keto Balance, but we also have that same DHA in curcumin gold. Okay, that same DHA that gives you the omega-3s you need in the highest quality, most potent form possible. But then I love curcumin gold because it's got the ginger oil in it. Not a lot of people are utilizing ginger oil, and they're definitely not utilizing it with our technology where it actually gets absorbed. Ginger oil has powerful anti-inflammatory effects, but more specifically has powerful effects within our gut. Okay, now when you're on a keto diet, sometimes you're eating a lot of meat, sometimes you can't get around it. And that means that your digestive system is under load a little bit. So the ginger oil is going to help you out with that. So that's why that one's definitely a keto choice. Then we have the Active B complex. The reason that one's on my list for a keto PuraThrive product is simple. B vitamins leave the body easily. It's so easy for them to get excreted. Even if you're not in keto, you lose a lot of B vitamins. But if you're in keto, you're peeing a lot more. So that means that you're losing a lot more minerals. You're losing a lot more of your vitamin Bs. So in this case, it gives you a fat-soluble way to get a very water-soluble vitamin. In other words, a vitamin that would normally go right through you because it's so water-soluble is now put into a fat-soluble form that you're going to be able to get the benefit of it, and you're not going to lose it like you normally would on keto. So definitely want to use the Active B. Now I'll give a quick mention with the other products as far as keto is concerned, but those would be my top 3. Next up, vitamin C. Still in its perfectly keto-friendly form, vitamin C is going to help blunt cortisol levels. So it's going to help blunt some of the cortisol effect that might come if you're practicing intermittent fasting. So it kind of keeps your levels down a little bit lower so you don't go overboard on your cortisol levels. Vitamin C is always a good thing for the immune system too. And if you're starting on a new diet, starting out keto, you might find that you get immunosuppressed. So it never hurts to take some vitamin C. Then, of course, we've got our original liposomal pump turmeric. This stuff is great because it's full spectrum turmeric. We're not just talking about curcumin. We're talking about curcumin plus the full spectrum benefits of turmeric itself. You see, you've got things like R-turmerone, you've got these other components of turmeric that have very powerful, not just anti-inflammatory effects, but powerful antioxidant effects too. So that's a great little sucker when it comes down to keto. Plus, you barely need any. You just use a few pumps and you're good to go. So we're talking a negligible amount of carbs. Then, of course, vitamin D. Vitamin D is also critical on a keto diet. It's very important that we get our good fat-soluble vitamins in. Now, normally when you're on keto, you should be eating good amounts of fish, a good amount of eggs, things like that, where you're getting your natural bioavailable vitamin D, but you don't always absorb it the way that you should. You don't always synthesize it. Vitamin D is kind of a tricky one. So if you supplement with vitamin D, you're going to want to make sure that you supplement with a high-quality bioavailable vitamin D. And of course, ours utilizes our patented delivery system, so it's going to be perfect for you there on keto. Anything fat-soluble is going to be important on keto because your body is going to thrive on it even more. No pun intended. Last but not least, B12. B12 is very good on keto, but honestly, it's probably the least needed compared to the Active B complex. If you're doing keto, you could probably do without the B12, but if you don't want to take the full spectrum B complex, you should at least take the B12 so you can still get that red blood cell production and still be able to maintain your energy when you're on keto. And then of course, we still have the probiotics. We can't forget them. Just because it's a slightly different packaging doesn't mean it's not a traditional PuraThrive product. Probiotics are always good to take, whether you're keto or not. When you first start a keto diet, your gut bacteria is shifting. It's rapidly changing. So you need to do what you can to put good bacteria back in just so that you don't have an imbalance and a potential proliferation of gram-negative bacteria. Okay, we want the good bacteria in there. So L. rhamnosus strain is a really good quality, probably the most highly researched strain of probiotics. So research is good. We know there's credibility there. So when it comes down to keto, sure, the probiotics are going to be a solid match too, especially if you're just getting started. So if you're just getting started, Keto Balance plus the probiotic. If you've been in keto for a while and you're just trying to improve your state of keto, I'd recommend Keto Balance, B-Complex, and Curcumin Gold. As always, keep it locked in here with PuraThrive. Thank you for watching, and I hope this cleared up any keto confusion that was out there with the PuraThrive product line.